Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for this video I wanted to do a memory planning spread, which I have not done on this channel since January of 2019, and that was when I was memory planning in my Happy Planner, which only lasted, I would say, not even 3 months. So for this year, my goal is to memory plan an entire year in my Passion Planner. But before I got started with the new year, I wanted to go back and do or complete my memory spreads in September, because that was when my family and I took a trip to the Philippines, and we were there for, I believe, 10 days. And then the week after, my husband's family or his brothers were here visiting, and we went to Disneyland and did some things with them too. So I wanted to make sure I complete these memory spreads before I move on to 2020. So my process with this kind of took me a while. In December, as you guys could probably see, I had a bunch of post-it notes in the beginning. In December, I kind of went through and I sat down and wrote down, or tried to write down, what I remembered we did while we were in the Philippines. So that's what all those post-its were. And then from there, that's the thing with memory planning. I tend to overthink things because I want to so badly use all my washies, all the stickers, that I kind of forget, the reason why I'm doing all this, which is to document my family's memories. Whether or not we go on vacation or if we just stay at home, I want to be able to document everything that's going on in our lives. Well, maybe not everything, maybe just like the highlights, and maybe I'll write down a couple things that made me sad that day, maybe happy, just all those kind of things, just so I want to be able to give these books to my kids when they get older. And I think it'll be kind of fun to, when my husband and I, when we get older, to kind of look back at all of these memories. So I'm hoping I can keep up with it for at least a year, and then from there we'll see if I want to continue memory planning in this. It does tend to get overwhelming for me. As you guys know, my planning style is very minimal with stickers. I mostly like to plan functionally. I don't like to add too many stickers because it does overwhelm me, because I overthink things with the layouts. Um, so I'm kind of using these spreads in September of 2019 as kind of a practice run of how I want my style to be for, memory planning in 2020, to make sure that I stay consistent. And I'm okay with not using too many stickers and stuff, just enough, just so when I look back, I want to be able to look back at a nice, pretty spread. And I don't think you need too many things. I don't know. I'm also trying not to buy too much and just use up what I have. My goal also in 2020 is to use up all of the washies and stickers that I already have. I might buy a few things here and there, but I really don't plan on buying a ton of stuff. So with laying out the washies and stickers, I mainly use that for this spread to cover up the headers and the space of infinite possibilities. You can kind of still see it. And then I also wanted to cover up the bottom left side where it has your personal to-do list and work to-do list. I wanted to cover that up. It took me a while into this spread to realize what I wanted to use that space for, which you guys will see later on. And then here I'm just writing down, kind of taking it day by day, because each post-it note is one day, maybe two, depending on what we did. And I am using a new pen that I have not used ever before, but I've always wanted to try, which is the Muji gel pens that I see everyone, or maybe not everyone, but I see a lot of people in the planner community using them. And I have it in the 0.38, and I find that it helps me write smaller and in the lines a lot better in my Passion Planner. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to keep for this memory spread is part of my cousin's wedding invitation, which was the attire he requested us to wear, which was in this color scheme. It was such an amazing wedding. His MC was so funny, and I just had a blast. And we didn't get to take too many photos. We kind of did, but it was in the dark, so I didn't really get to print out any decent photos to put on here. But I did want to put something that was part of the wedding, because we did have an amazing time, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. It was also raining that day as well, and the way we were greeted and everything, people came out with umbrellas. It kind of felt like Crazy Rich Asians to me, or that's what I was telling my husband. But anyways, back to printing out photos. I think when I was memory planning in my Happy Planner, I really tried to print out a couple photos per day. And I think that kind of got overwhelming for me because not a lot of things happen every day, or I'm not, well, I do take photos of my kids, but every day, or I sometimes don't take photos every day. So what I'm going to try to do is just to print out photos that kind of reflect the highlight of our week, and which is what I did here. I actually printed out a lot more photos, but this is what I decided to put in my memory planner. I have a photo of my family and I. We took a trip to Tagaytay in the Philippines, and from far away you can see the volcano, which I think, I don't know if that was the volcano that erupted, maybe not, I don't know. My husband said it probably was, but there is a volcano that we could see from where we were taking that photo. And then another photo I printed out was of my family that was there the first day that we had arrived. The family that I grew up with when I was there when I was a kid, and when I went back for high school. It was kind of nice to get everybody together, to see all my family again, and for my husband and my kids to meet my family, which was nice. And I'm also trying to incorporate some brush lettering into my planner. I do need to practice a little bit more because it's not looking too great. I did take a modern calligraphy course last year, which helped out a ton. I just got to go back and practice because I really would like to incorporate more lettering in my spreads. Anyway, this is how the layout turned out, which I really love. It's pretty subtle, has just a few embellishments with washies and stickers, not too much. And I did turn the bottom left side into a section where I wrote down lessons that I've learned on this trip, especially when traveling with two kids on a straight international flight and getting through the airport. A lot of lessons I've learned had to do with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found it somewhat helpful in regards to memory planning for yourself, whatever planner you are using. And if you guys have any tips for memory planning, maybe how to make it go faster, or not go faster, but to make it so that I'm not sitting here for hours trying to memory plan, please leave a comment down below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a great one. Bye.